Hello and welcome to the Dead with Dave show, a show that talks about all things Halloween or horror related. And today we're going to start with horror flicks. Now I have a tradition every year. Once fall arrives, me and my fiance like to sit down and watch a horror movie almost every single night of the week. Be it a new horror movie or an old classic, we try to sit down and watch a good one every night. Now, throughout the year we do watch horror movies like most of you do, but in the fall season and when Halloween's coming up, we really double our effort. So I wanted to give you my top 5 movies that I have to watch every single year. Now, I have a lot more than top 5. I have many movies. It's just that this show would get way too long if I listed them all. So here's my top 5 that I have to watch. And we're going to start off with Trick or Treat.
This is the one night.
Don't forget your costume.
All sorts of things roam free.
The Halloween School Bus Massacre.
Trick or Treat has always been one of my favorites. It is a very well-rounded type movies. There's monsters, there's psychopaths, there's even some home haunts in there with the ghost crosses and the girl that carves all the pumpkins. It's a very good movie. A lot of eye candy in there if you want to get ideas for your haunt, as a lot of people do use Trick or Treat as, you know, themes for their haunt. But definitely a movie you have to watch at least once a year. Now, the second movie I have to watch every single year, it has to be Zombieland.
My mother always told me, someday you'll be good at something. I mean, I don't think she could have guessed that something would be zombie killing. What do you think? Zombie kill of the week?
Close, but no cigar. Zombie kill of the week went to Miss Cynthia Knickerbocker.
Now, I know Zombieland really isn't a horror movie, as it really isn't that scary, but it is a great, fun movie. It's just good to watch. If you're in the type of movie where you want to be a little uplifted from your horror movies, Zombieland is definitely the way to go. Great actors, funny moments in it, and of course zombies. I mean, who doesn't like zombies? Definitely a movie you have to watch at least once a year. Now, for the next movie, this is a movie all of you should be watching. If you don't watch this movie at least once a year, hopefully a couple of times a year, you should get your haunt card removed from you. You don't deserve to be a haunter. And it's called Halloween 1.
Halloween night. A small American town. 15 years ago. Michael?
Halloween is just a classic. You can't go wrong with that movie. It is one of the original best slasher films. I love it. All of you should love it. There's a million of them afterwards, 2, 3, 4, whatever they go up to, plus all the thousands of remakes and whatever. Halloween 1 is definitely the king of them all. I do like some of the other ones, just not as much as Halloween. Definitely one of my top picks for my fall watchings. Now, another great classic on my list is Nightmare on Elm Street.
The kids of Elm Street don't know it yet, but something is coming to get them.
There's something out there, isn't there?
You could just see cuts happening.
What did that, Lieutenant?
I don't know.
Tina! What's the coroner got to say? He's in the jar and puking since he saw it.
They're gonna kill me for sure.
Did you do it?
There was somebody else there.
He was locked in a room with a girl who went in alive and came out in a rubber bag.
Nightmare on Elm Street, I really don't have to say much about. It's an awesome movie, a classic, and just really tops a lot of the other horror movies. There's some, you know, a little bit of funny comic relief in there. It brought a whole new world back then. It's just an awesome movie. Definitely something that needs to be watched at least once a year, if not more. And to round off my list, and this isn't the end of the list, there's many, many more that I watch every year, but this is just one I have to watch. It has to be Scream 1.
Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
You tell me your name, I'll tell you mine.
I don't think so.
What's that noise?
Popcorn.
You making popcorn?
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Now, for all of you that watch Scream 1, you can't lie and tell me you didn't jump out of your seat at least a dozen times during that movie. That movie is like the king of pop-out scenes. Just pop out after pop out after pop out. Awesome, scary movie. And I love that movie. Of course, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, they all kind of blew afterwards. But Scream 1 definitely is one of my top picks to watch. Now, of course, those 5 movies are just scratching the surface. There are so many awesome horror movies out there. I want to go watch a horror movie right now just from talking about it. They're so awesome. I love horror movies. They're great. But I would love to hear what your favorite horror movies are. Leave in the comments down below. Tell me what you have to watch at least once a year. Maybe it's something I haven't seen yet. Who knows? Definitely. Tell me your top 5, top 2, top 3, whatever you want. Give me some movies that you love and you need to watch every single year. Now, quite a few people have told me that I've been kind of neglecting the static props on my cool props segments. I've been showing a lot of animated props because you know I love animated and you know I love pneumatic animated props. So I tend to gravitate towards those. And it's not because I don't like static props. I just kind of, when I'm searching YouTube and trying to find out, you know, cool props for the segment, I kind of gravitate towards the animated ones. But I do love static props. I have quite a few static props throughout my haunt, including him, Frankenstein's monster. I brought him out today to show you guys. Plus, I don't know if you've noticed throughout this video, Fat Guy Puker and the Kicker Girl are not working because the Halloween controller that runs them is outside of my haunt right now. So, had to bring something else new, and we got Frankenstein's monster. So I wanted to show you a cool static prop that somebody else made. And this static prop comes from Spooky01, and that's 3 O's in Spooky. He came out with the Demon of the Dark Woods prop. Very cool prop. It's a picture slideshow, and it shows how he made it from beginning to end. It's only about 2 minutes long, so I didn't cut it down at all. Just watch it throughout. It's very cool. It shows you how he did it. It starts off like, okay, this is going to be an okay static prop. At the end, it's pretty freaking cool. Check it out. Now it's just amazing what he had created using just PVC pipe, some chicken wire, some masking tape, some paper mache. The whole body's paper mache from top to bottom, and of course it has a real deer skull as the head. The deer skull was contributed from his wife's boss, who was a hunter, and passed along a deer skull that he had. So I mean, this is a very cool, very creepy type of prop. Doesn't need motion whatsoever. This is a very good way to make a static prop. And making static props like this, its body is proportionate to the head. It's very proportionate prop. Doesn't look weird. Doesn't look like it's positioned wrong. Very awesome prop. Check him out over at Spooky01 with 3 O's in Spooky. Click the subscribe button. He only has like 18 subscribers, and he deserves more. He has a whole bunch of new videos he's been putting up, mostly all in the slideshow type of way. So he's very, very good at taking pictures throughout his builds, which I wish I could do. I'll start making a project. I'll take that first picture, and I'll completely forget to pull the camera out until the last picture, until it's completely done, and I take that last picture. I missed the whole in-between build, but he takes it throughout the process, and it really shows how he does things without actually having to make a video of it, which is very cool. I like the way he does it. And his videos are short. They're only 2-3 minute long videos, so he doesn't really drag things out, which is really cool too. Check him out. Spooky01. Click the subscribe button. Show him your love. And hope to see more of his creations before Halloween comes. A couple people have asked me if I was going to do a separate vlog of my own haunt build, and I wasn't really going to, but then I decided that maybe some of you might be interested in what I'm doing. So at the end of each Dead with Dave show for the next month or two, I'm going to throw in a quick vlog segment of my own haunt build, a build of Pandemic Cemetery, just to keep you guys up to date and informed. What I have to show you today isn't really much because it's just basically the outside surrounding getting put up. But as the months go on, there'll be a lot more stuff, especially when I get the props loaded in. So I got some cool new props I've been really trying to bust together and get out there. But so here, take a look at this, and I hope you enjoy it. As you see, I got Dr. Death's horror garage all set up. I repainted his Dr. Death reveals his new creations on the front of the tent. That's my little advertising for the whole community. It's not finished yet. I still have a lot more painting to do, so it kind of looks crappy now, but it's going to get better. This is the side of the garage. If you've watched me last year, you know what this looks like. If you haven't watched me, well, this is the side of the garage. Yay. Let's go on the inside real quick. The walls are basically the same. I didn't even take off the cheesecloth or the jute netting from last year. I left it on, so it gave it a kind of more of a weathered look. And over here is my new steam pipes. This is just regular PVC with the typical great stuff foam technique that a lot of home haunters have been using. But the little difference I put here was after I covered it with foam, I rubbed play sand over the top, which gave it a little bit more grain effect and a little bit more rust. Very fast. It took me, no lie, like 2 hours to do this whole thing from foam, sand to paint. I was done in like 2 hours, but it came out really good. And on the end of it, you see that I put a kind of blown out piece of pipe. This is where smoke's gonna come out. I got all that fog fluid from Master Flog, and I have that fast dissipation fog, so I'm gonna shoot it through there, and it should shoot out a crap load of fog and go away real quick, because I really don't want a lot of fog in the garage scene. I just want to make it look like a steam pipe and then just go away. This open end you see here is going to go up to another piece of pipe that's going to go into the roof line to give more fog on the other side. I think it came out okay. And this is where the fog machine is going to be hooked up. But that's basically about it. Right now I'm just kind of getting some props finished up in my dungeon in the house. I'm gonna get it all out here hopefully this next coming week. I'm actually off from work, so I'm going to get a lot done. So the next episode you're going to see a hell of a lot more done than what you see right now. This is kind of pathetic, even though I've been working on it 2 weeks and this is all I have really done. But I swear I'm really going to bust it through next couple weeks. This is just some wood I'm using to make some shutters on the side of the garage here. It's just made from pallets. I think it'll make the window look a lot better than just a window in the middle of a wall, to put some nice rustic beat up shutters. And that's about it. That's the extent of the first pandemic vlog. Yay! Real quick, I want to go over a couple of things about the Dead with Dave Home Hunters Awards. All the information is now on my website at pandemichauntproduction.com. Please click on the link below. It'll bring you right there. And once you get to the main page, you'll see a big picture that says Dead with Dave Presents Home Hunters Awards 2012. Click on that big picture and it'll bring you right to the page that will show you all the information, categories, how to enter, rules, and of course all the info on each and every one of the judges. Please go over to the judges' YouTube channels and click the subscribe button to them so you keep up with what they're doing. I'm sure they're going to be posting stuff about the awards as they go on their own personal channels. So go subscribe to them. You're going to want to keep up with all of that. But please take a look. Tell me what you think. Have any comments, suggestions, or questions? Leave them on this video or email me personally at dave@pandemichauntproduction.com, and I will get back to you with anything you need to know or just want to comment on. Very simple stuff. And I hope this is going to be great for everybody. And I guess that's the end of the show. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for who subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button so that you can keep up with everything going on. We have a lot of big shows coming up in the month of October, since it is Halloween, of course. And I'm going to be showing a lot more stuff of my own home haunt and the props I'm bringing there, plus all the cool stuff everybody else is bringing out there. So thank you all. This has been Dead with Dave. Good night.